Shocking secret unearthed about gang rapist, playboy twins and mom who blew them kisses in court. A deeply buried secret has come to light about Oren and Alon Alexander, the playboy twin brothers who once dazzled the Miami social scene and who are now both accused of sex trafficking and facing charges connected to multiple assaults. While the sordid allegations from their past are now under a microscope, the most stunning revelation comes not from their current legal battles, but from an anonymous blog post from 15 years ago, essentially a digital ghost that foretold their fall from grace. On December 12, 2009, a blog post surfaced that read like a damning exposé. It posed a chilling question. Does anyone know what ever happened to Oren and Alon Alexander, the two twins who raped that girl at that party back in 2003? The post was graphic in its details and painted a harrowing picture of a young woman fleeing barefoot from a party, later being treated at two hospitals. Written in a style mimicking a legitimate news article, it was a call for accountability that threatened to upend the image of the Alexander twins as charming up-and-comers in Miami's elite circles. The blog vanished as mysteriously as it appeared, but not before leaving an indelible stain on the brothers' burgeoning reputations. At the time, Oren Alexander was building his career at the prestigious real estate firm Douglas Elliman, and Alon Alexander was joining the family's private security enterprise. The blog's allegations, though unverified, cast a long shadow, prompting the brothers to launch an aggressive campaign to unmask the writer and bury the claims. The Alexanders responded with a ferocity that hinted at a pattern of intimidation, a pattern now central to the federal case against them. They hired a cyber investigator, filed lawsuits in both New York and Florida, and engaged in a tense email exchange with the anonymous blogger. The New York Times reviewed these emails, revealing Oren Alexander's bluff about obtaining the blogger's IP address. "We got your IP address," he wrote in July 2010. "We went easy on you before. That's it." "Huh?" The blogger's chilling reply, "So you remember the rape?" In one exchange, the blogger accused the twins of having multiple victims, asking, "What's the matter? Lost count of all your victims." Despite all their efforts, the Alexanders failed to uncover the blogger's identity. Meanwhile, they orchestrated a counter-narrative online. Within hours of the original post publication, a new blog appeared with the identical title but an entirely different tone. It was a glowing tribute to the twins' philanthropy and hard work, describing their charitable acts and successful careers. More blogs followed in subsequent years, all lauding the brothers' virtues. Today, Alon and Oren Alexander are very successful young professionals that remain very charitable as well. They work together to grow their respective businesses, one portion of the blog boasted. When asked if they authored these self-promotional blogs, the Alexanders' lawyers declined to comment. However, the uncanny timing and the glowing positivity in the details suggest a deliberate attempt using a fabricated blog to drown out negative search results. They do a number of social charity causes by helping out poors and making the poor people move forward, the blog in part read. Their campaign against the anonymous blogger culminated in 2013 with a lawsuit filed in Florida state court. The complaint, notarized by their mother, Orly Alexander, accused John Doe of defamation. The court granted a temporary injunction, compelling the removal of the blog. By 2014, the case was quietly dismissed due to inactivity. Orly's involvement in the legal proceedings is particularly striking. Known for her public displays of affection, including blowing kisses to her sons during their recent court appearances, her signature on the court documents underscores her role as a mother in protecting her sons. Critics argue that her unwavering support enabled their behavior. Federal prosecutors now claim that the Alexanders' tactics to suppress the blog were a precursor to their broader pattern of silencing accusers. Court documents detail their use of police reports, defamation lawsuits, and dossiers to intimidate women into silence. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams highlighted these tactics in a letter urging judges to deny bail, describing the brothers' efforts as systematic and far-reaching. The Alexanders' alleged history of sexual violence spans decades, with prosecutors interviewing at least 40 women who have come forward with accusations. These revelations paint a stark contrast to the carefully curated image they projected for years as successful, philanthropic bachelors. On December 11, 2024, nearly 15 years to the day after the anonymous blog post, Tal Alexander, 38, and his twin brothers, Oren and Alon, 37, were arrested in Miami, Florida, charged with drugging and raping dozens of women over 2 decades, dating back to their high school years. The twins also face state charges linked to 3 separate assaults in 2016, 2017, and 2021, to which they have pleaded not guilty. Oren Alexander is cited in all 3 allegations, while only the 2016 incident involved Alon. In court, Oren donned a red jumpsuit signifying high-profile inmate status, while Alon wore a green protective vest. In 2016, the warrants allege that Alon Alexander invited a New York woman down to Miami Beach for a barbecue, only for her to find that she was the only person invited when she got there. She claimed Alon gave her a tour and led her to the bedroom, where she was confronted by Alon, Oren, and their cousin Ohad Fisherman. Fisherman, who has been implicated as an accomplice in one assault, is out on bond while the brothers remain in jail. In 2017, it is alleged that Oren Alexander messaged another woman on Instagram and invited to the beach, where she later met Alon and other family members. Weeks later, she said she had dinner with Oren and a friend before a real estate event, and said she was taken back to the same Miami Beach condo where the 2016 claim unfolded. She said she tried on virtual reality goggles inside the condo, at which point Oren allegedly removed her dress and pushed her into a bedroom before assaulting her. The victim said she met Oren weeks later at a hot tub event and demanded an apology, which he responded to by trying to kiss her and masturbate over her, it is claimed. When she told friends and Oren heard about it, he allegedly sent her a text message in 2018 saying nothing happened. "If you keep talking about it, I'm going to ruin you." In the 2021 incident, a woman claimed she met Oren at dinner with a friend before they went to a Miami Beach property. At the home, she said Oren poured her a drink and instantly tried to kiss her on the couch. He led her to the bedroom, she claimed, ripped off her dress and shoes, and refused to let her leave. She said she later returned to the bedroom and he assaulted her, according to the warrant. Since June, the brothers have also been hit with civil lawsuits from at least 2 women and accused of sexual assault by dozens more in recent years. One lawsuit filed in March accused Oren and Alon of rape, and a second lawsuit included similar allegations against Tal, reports the Wall Street Journal. The men have denied the allegations in the lawsuits, which shocked the real estate world where Tal and Oren were once seen as rising stars. One friend, who has known the Alexanders since 2008, said, "Much like when we were 13 years old and we all knew R. Kelly peed on girls, we knew these stories about the Alexander brothers. I never heard anything about them drugging girls, but I definitely heard they are aggressive and that girls should avoid them. They were pretty clean and they worked really hard, and how far they crossed that line, my expectations are non-existent of them. They do whatever the hell they want." Those within the brothers' inner circle say they believe the victims' allegations, after years of rumors that the brothers paid women to stay silent. All 3 appeared in court earlier this month, with Tal refused bail by a federal judge despite his family's pledge of $115 million in real estate holdings to secure his release.